checks, I got the gift. Went in the room, did a 1 and a 2, and I'm leaving them in a world of wanna be me, but ain't got the wit, ain't got the drive, ain't got the whip. You think you're hard, you think you're it. Pull that and now you got drip. Telling these brothers don't play with the couple of Christian brothers turn anti, a couple of Muslim brothers go ham. I'm punching these lines, so I mess up my hands. Left in the States, still on the estate. I wanna go states, but think that I'm banned because I get paid the same as a band. My taxes cost the whole of your brand.
You're the man on the ground, I'm the man in the south, and I'm rolling a bar with 10 grand in my mouth. I'm the
Hello, I'm the 2K MC, here to tell you about what's going on in the neighborhood. This weekend, if you're an all-star rep or higher, you can earn triple rep at training days by playing with rookie or pro rep players. On Wednesday, it's rec time. Make your way to the rec because all day long you can earn double rep. Next weekend, how about some basketball gods? In this event, you keep playing until you lose, and your longest streak will be used for the leaderboard rankings. All games are worth double rep, and prizes include exclusive MyPlayer items, VC, and more. And for more Wednesday fun, I better see all you dime droppers at Dime.
That's a great look at our location tonight, the home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix. It's time for the NBA, live on D8.
Kevin, thank you. There is no...
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
His effective field goal percentage, a favorite stat of the analytics crowd, has been on the way down over his past 10 games. His game isn't as well-rounded as it needs to be.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for the Suns, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jake Crowder out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. Now, here's Ayton. And the layup's good off the glass. Well, as we enter the back half of the season, some players are worn down. But, Greg, are there certain players who really dial in at this point, who find traction with their game?
No doubt about it, Kevin. Especially for the veterans who understand it's a marathon and not a sprint. You really are trying to build up towards this portion and take your game and your mindset to another level. So this is a time for those guys when they just start to hit their stride.
Here's Richardson following the basket by Chris Paul. Out to Porzingis, shoots the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know, Porzingis' game is custom made for the pick and pop stretch big. This guy can do damage from the perimeter.
Paul against Doncic to the left wing. Now, here's Bridges. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston. Doncic against Paul. Doncic left side. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And Finney Smith gets it to go.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
That bucket in no time at all. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Drains the three-pointer.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Richardson with it, out guarded by Crowder. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris Paul picks up that one. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
And Crowder gets it to go on the assist by Bridges.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Richardson the pass to Doncic. And the rejection by Ayton.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Just 5 to shoot. The 3 for Doncic. It's hauled in by the Suns. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
Yeah, it was a narrow win. But in that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
You know, whether it was their smart play or a few whistles that perhaps could have gone either way, when games are tight, every decision becomes more magnified.
And here is Doncic after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Kleba with the bucket.
Boy, KP wanting to dish it when his guys are open. I love that team first attitude on display.
For 3, Booker. Porzingis with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Up top, Doncic, defended by Paul. It's good. Porzingis has got 7.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. .116 left in the first. Bridges with the steal. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. And Crowder slams it in.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. The pass to Kleba. Doncic outside. No good on the 3.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Back to Paul. Here's Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Richardson, no luck. Phoenix leading by 7. Pass to Crowder. Kicks it out to Paul. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And here's Booker from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those 3s early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd pleasing already.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some levity to the game.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but, like, we may lose a game here or there, but...
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. So this team can beat anyone on any night. Because they're so connected.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Booker and Johnson fill out the wing. And it's Payne in at the point. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Boy, such a soft release on this difficult shot. Doncic is a master at knowing how and when to use that shot.
Booker looking around. Launches a 3. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
So for the Suns, Jay Crowder comes in for Saric, and Chris Paul's subbed in for Payne. And Dallas with a change here too. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis.
You know, he's a capable shooter from outside, guys, and for Doncic, I think it's a matter of just shooting with confidence all the time.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Cauley Stein.
I'll tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
No one covering.
And he should thank the D for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Paul against Brunson for the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow the game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. Two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Phoenix has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. A nice shot by Booker.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
So for Phoenix, their last game a loss to the Celtics in Boston.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Paul goes in. Powell pulls it in.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Redick dishes to Cauley-Stein. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker, doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
Doncic passes to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist from Hardaway. Doncic has got the game tied up here for the Mavs. Ball outside, launches it, doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Johnson, the pass to Booker. Fires the three. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. 21 points for Devin Booker.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained three-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got two more here in the second.
Cans it from downtown.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Ball for three. Another three for Phoenix.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Powell to the inside. And that one's good. Doncic. Doncic has got 18 points.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Here's Kaminsky. It's rebounded by Dallas. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime. Luka Doncic has been the story in this. He had 18 points, 5 assists, and 1 rebound. And Kenny, along with the incredible production. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, This one could go down to the last possession. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. Saric, and that one goes long.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
The defense a step slow, you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Here's Doncic. Good again. He's on tonight, 9 for 13 shooting.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Right side, Porzingis jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They've led by as much as 10. And there it is for him. Booker's got 23.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Here's Doncic. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And he gets it to go. Bridges has got 11. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
Payne can't hit. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Richardson, no luck. Saric against Kleba. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Saric finds Booker. Off target from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Finney Smith's got his second bucket. Timeout called, the Suns. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a real really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Carter kicks to Payne. Inside. Here's Saric. He can't hit that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now. with the teardrop, and Finney Smith gets it to go. Now it's a 6-point Maverick lead.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Now Bridges, 11 points in the game. Pass to Carter, 6 to shoot. To the paint, here's Ayton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. Mavericks leading by 4. Runs in the pass to Finney Smith. Here's Porzingis. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Brunson kicks to Porzingis. It's good from long range. Porzingis has got the lead up to 7 now for the man.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
1:24 left in the third quarter. And the rejection by Ayton, but he gets it back. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. 4th, the Suns.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
For 3, Booker. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 6th rebound on the night.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
You know, you look at Hardaway Jr. right now. I think efficiency is everything, should be the priority for him. I think he has the talent, no doubt, but just needs to play to his strengths a little bit more.
Porzingis with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Yep, that one goes.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Brunson scanning the floor. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Mavericks shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Yeah, you know, it's rare to see a 7-footer shoot well from the foul line, guys, but that's Porzingis for you.
Brunson. And it's blocked. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. .27 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. On the clock. Hardaway, no good. Suns trail by 10. The pass to Bridges for the finish, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Brunson, the bounce pass. And he makes that one.
High release for Porzingis on his jump shots. Almost impossible to defend that.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Suns. Jake Crowder out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Craig in its small. Forward. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Finney Smith. Pass to Brunson. Outside Hardaway. From deep three-point range, another three for Dallas.
You know, Hardaway Jr. has expanded his range over time, and now he's become a very confident shooter when he looks at it from behind the arc.
It's tipped. Pass to Finney Smith. And Galloway pulls it down. Suns trail by 11. Here's Crowder, poked away. Paul dishes to Galloway. Down low. Ayton inside. He's against Porzingis. The shot's good. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
And the pass to Porzingis. Floats one up. Phoenix grabs the miss. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Craig passes to Crowder. He goes up again, and that one drops for him.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
To the middle, here's Finney Smith.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense has taken a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket. From Ayton, Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Brunson against Paul. Crowder with the steal. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now just a 5-point Maverick lead.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. So for the Suns, Mikal Bridges checked in for Torrey Craig. And it's Devin Booker in for Langston Galloway. And then for Dallas, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game. And that's helped them stake this lead.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Paul against Doncic. Richardson lays it up and banks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
You really have to account for Richardson around the basket. I mean, he does a good job using his length to create and finish his shots.
For 3, Bridges. A three-pointer is right on target. Bridges has got 14 points here in the second half.
confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Dallas calls timeout.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from three. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot. A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
Suns trail by 4. And Crowder comes it in.
They know he's looking for him, so it's easy to see why Paul's teammates love him.
Ball against Doncic. And he makes good on the layup. Doncic has got 10 points here in the second half.
Luka does not back away from the big stage, guys. This young fella loves to be center stage in the biggest moment. This is when some players pull in and tighten up a bit, but if you're talking about CP3, this is when it becomes fun for him.
Doncic passes to Kleba, and yes, it's good. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Good! Outstanding execution that time. Hardaway Jr. loves being the guy they go to in these situations.
Paul with the 3. Got it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, Paul's got them dropping right now for sure.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
And Doncic throws it down.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Ayton kicks to Paul. Lets the 3 fly. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're up by 1. There's 21 seconds left in the game. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty. And the Mavericks with possession here. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're behind by 3. 19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Booker from the arc. Misses the tray. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
There's an awful lot to like about Doncic, but probably what jumps out at me most is how competitive he is. I mean, he wants to dominate whoever's guarding him. Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
And the Suns call time. They're down by 5. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Had to flex up.